Welcome back everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode Season 6. This is the penultimate Grand Prix and it's an exciting one because we're entering a new circuit that we've never visited in our series before. It is the Jeddah circuit around Saudi Arabia. This is going to be exciting because I did do some playthroughs of the circuit using the base F1 cars. You guys can see that on my channel. I think I'll probably also leave a link in the description to those videos. But yeah, I've slowly grown to like this circuit and I'm excited to see what a fully maxed out My Team car can do around here. So this is going to be an exciting one. Hope you guys are enjoying this series, and yeah, let's move on with the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Before we continue though, just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that red button down below is pressed, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next video goes live. Approximately 70% of you are not subscribed to this channel and are watching my videos. Please do consider subscribing to help the channel grow and also to stay in touch with this series so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and click on it, and let's move on with the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. There isn't much I can touch on right now. I did all the regulation change updates that we needed to do. We have an MGUK failure. Yeah, that combusted in the previous episode and Claire had some snarky remarks about it. But yeah, we are gonna head into the penultimate Grand Prix with some decently worn engine components. Column 1 seems to be quite broken, so I need to remind myself to move on to the other columns for the race itself. But yeah, we're doing pretty well with the use of our engine, limiting the number of components we have on our at our disposal, unlike the previous season. But without further ado, let's go to Saudi Arabia and see what damage our car can do there. Welcome to Jeddah. The qualifying session is upon us, and yes, this track is pretty good. I think the car is a little too strong for its liking compared to the normal F1 cars like a Mercedes or a Red Bull, but yeah, we are quite fast and it's quite exciting to be in a fast car around this circuit, a circuit that really depends on speed and taking the corners nicely. A fully maxed out car is quite fast, a lot faster than the normal base cars, so hopefully we can have a stunning lap time. I mean, Lewis Hamilton set a 127.5 I believe in the real Jeddah Grand Prix, and we're setting 124.7s or 6s, something like that in FP2. So, and that was on the softs as well. So the fastest lap is looking like it'll be probably approximately a second faster than the original lap time set by current cars. I also put in a less worn engine component in now, so I think I should be a tad bit faster than when I was on the worst worn elements or the components of engines. Yeah, so I'm hoping for a speedy lap time around here. I don't think I'm gonna do a challenge video. I'm just gonna enjoy the experience of being in a fastest fully maxed out car here. So we're just gonna jump straight in and hope for a good result. I think Pierre Gasly was approximately a second behind us. Oh, and I also had a huge collision with Verstappen as the AI just doesn't know how to give space and doesn't know how to let you go through when you're on a hot lap. So I'm gonna definitely be careful when I go out now during qualifying because I'm worried the AI is going to impede on my progress. So I don't know. Yeah, that was a bit of a shame. The hards are not ideal here. The hards do like to swing a bit, like they skid a bit, they don't have that grip. So I'm gonna try and stay on the softs and mediums. Maybe we can do a 2-stop if we need to, but I think a 1-stop should be good enough. We'll see how we evolve throughout the race, but definitely aiming to get pole position here. Overtaking is a little difficult except for those hairpin like turns, the banked turns. I think those are opportunities to overtake, but I don't want to really risk having to overtake around this circuit. It's quite narrow. As I mentioned in a previous video I did around Jeddah, it is quite claustrophobic, so we'll have to be careful how we progress with our laps here and trying to overtake others. So pole position seems to be the OP strategy to go for. Hopefully I don't pull a Max Verstappen around Jeddah where I crashed the car on the final turn before the start finish straight. So we'll see how well I do here. Let's go out. Alright, final hairpin turn. Let's get here. Alright. Coming up to the line here. Can I get a decent lap time in? Oh, P7. Okay, cool down lap time. P7. Oh yeah, I could be a little more clinical on some of the turns. Let's see if that can happen. Alright, here we go. Second lap, final lap we can do. 3/10 improved. We should be through. Marvelous. P4, 4/10 off of the pace of Charles Leclerc, who was just ahead of us. Pierre Gasly in P9, which is good as well. Mazepin, Aitken, Lundgaard, Joe, Raikkonen, and Eilert get knocked out. Let's see what happens in Q2. Alright, here we go. First lap of Q2 on the mediums, trying to see what our pace is like. Let's see if we are competitive. Ooh, only P10, P11. Ooh, we're just outside. In the drop zone. Guess we do have to do a lap on the softs then. Wow, it's like a Max Verstappen performance here. 2 purple sectors, maybe a 3rd purple sector. Probably fastest of the session, goodness me. So yeah, soft seems to be the tire you want to be on. 123.9, we just broke the 124 barrier. Antonio Giovinazzi is 1/10 behind me. Pierre Gasly just about scrapes through. Tsunoda, Ocon, Hamilton, Schumacher, Schwartzman, and Latifi get knocked out. Wow. The mediums are so slow around here, so the softs are the optimal tire to be on. Let's move on to the shoot-on in Q3. A little slipstream from Perez. Let's see what kind of time we set here. Whoa. So I think it was a bad idea to use the slipstream. The dirty air was more damaging than the slipstream was any good. But interestingly, Sergio Perez has a 5-second position grid penalty at the start of the Grand Prix. So I guess he's going to be behind us. So technically we're in P3. P9 for Pierre Gasly. Let's see what we can do as Sue Elite Racing. Let's just take a look at the incidents here. Illegal blocking. Not quite sure where that came from, but anyway, let's move on to race day. Max Verstappen is wicked fast, but let's see if we can get ahead of the Red Bulls on race day.
So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world, Jeddah. One of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca, and one of the biggest ports in the region. And now, host to the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. An interesting circuit this one, the newest on the Formula One calendar, and like most street circuits, it's sure to present the drivers with an interesting technical challenge. Some challenging turns for the drivers to negotiate as well, and at the same time they're going to have to manage their tyres very carefully in this heat. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the Golden Boy. What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory, and the pressure now surely off, with the title already in the bag.
It really is well-deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well-managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Antonio Giovinazzi put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And the Golden Boy completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Stroll, Charles Leclerc and Perez. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Russell, Gasly, Sainz and Yuki Tsunoda. Verstappen, they've taken a grid penalty. Hamilton, Mick Schumacher and Latifi, Eilert, Raikkonen, Jack Aitken and Nikita Mazepin. Ocon, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Schwartzman, Joe and Christian Lundgaard. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay, we've already won the championship, so relax and enjoy this race.
Same message from Jeff for the remainder of the season, I believe. Penultimate Grand Prix at the new Jeddah circuit. Let's take a look at our strategy here. Soft to mediums. Yeah, that seems to be the best. Lap 11 pit, maybe lap 10 as well. That's an option, but also if safety car comes out, we are definitely going to be pitting for a cheap pit stop. Let's reduce our fuel load a bit. I think I was able to fuel save a lot on this track, so I'm going to I did a whole fuel saving video on it, so let's keep it like 40.5 kilograms. How many is that? 1.5 left in the deficit. Sure, let's keep trying to extend that deficit so that I can practice my fuel saving. But anyway, P2 starting position after grid penalties hit other teams right next to Giovinazzi. Let's see what we can do here. 5 red lights here in Jeddah, and off we go for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Oh my god, we got hit. Vehicle condition.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. The virtual safety car has
VSC's
been
out.
deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. There's been an incident resulting in a high level of
Stroll
debris
hit
on
me,
track.
mate. Stroll just rear-ended me.
Slow down, slow
Yay,
down.
yay, yay.
Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast.
Charles Leclerc's out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh god, I gotta do lean just to save a bit more fuel. Stay close to Giovinazzi and try to overtake him when VSC ends.
Green, maintain positive delta until the green flag.
Alright, green flag running. Let's get a run towards Giovinazzi, please. We got Norris right on our tail as well. We are miles away from Stroll. So it seems like it's a Lando Norris, Giovinazzi, and myself battle for P1. Can I get some power, please, boys? Come on, come on. Nice. But Giovinazzi's running away with it. This is not good. How is he that much faster? Oh, here comes Lando. Defensive maneuvers. My front right is overheating. That is the main reason I'm so slow, I think. It's not looking good. Oh, Norris pits. Why is that?
We're low on fuel. Let's conserve what we have left. Start using the car's drag to slow you down ahead of the braking line by just lifting off the throttle briefly before you start to actively brake. That'll help.
Understood,
We're leading
mate.
our teammate by 7.0 seconds.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely a glitch in the game. Especially in the My Team mode, I think, because when I was in the Red Bull, I was able to fuel save a lot easier than this. I can't fuel save here. And it's typical of a My Team car. It's a lot more difficult despite the upgrades that we have. I don't think the fuel saving upgrade is that good here. I think it breaks the car more than saves fuel. Look at that massive coast around that banked turn, and then all of a sudden I'm back to the same level of deficit in the fuel, maybe even more. Look at that. How's that even possible?
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
Oh,
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than
oh,
us
George
by
Russell's
around
out.
1 second
He hit
per lap.
me.
Virtual safety car has been
Oh,
deployed.
Max Verstappen's out
Slow
too.
down and maintain a
Gasly's
positive
5-second
delta.
time penalty.
There's been an incident
Uh-oh.
resulting in a high level
Uh-oh.
of debris on the track.
Did I cause that? Oops. I may have. I didn't see him on the inside.
Some information on the Red Bull driver. Right, some information on Hamilton. They are out of the race.
Okay. Oops. I may have caused that. Yee. Whatever. Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Oh, so many 5-second time penalties for people behind me. I gotta see the replay for that. Yikes.
Confirmed.
Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Alright, here we go. Into the pit lane. Everyone's in. Giovinazzi offs for the hards. Interesting.
Pierre is in for his stop.
Interesting indeed. Everyone's in the pits, pretty much.
Go, go, go.
He could serve his penalty while everyone is preparing. Okay, we've preserved P2. Oh wow, okay, Giovinazzi had a huge gap, but now it's down to a couple tenths, which is amazing. Vehicle condition?
Tire condition is still looking good.
Alright, let's get ready to rumble. Safety car's coming in. I'm gonna be a nuisance to Giovinazzi, just like Max Verstappen on the last lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Alright, here we go. Right in the slipstream of Giovinazzi. I'm on mediums up the inside. This should be good. Ooh. Okay, we still got it. Oh, Giovinazzi lost out to Aitken as well, who's on the softs. We're away. Oh, just like Max Verstappen did in Jeddah, I believe. Oh, Giovinazzi's going after Aitken again. Safety car really helped us with fuel saving. We're 0.3 in the surplus. Oh, thank you, Aitken. Keep fighting Giovinazzi, please. We're away. We're away. How the turntables. Alright, splendid first lap. Giovinazzi finally right behind me.
7 seconds.
Alright, 10 laps to go. Solid out front, but of course Giovinazzi's tires are going to get better now in the final 10 laps. I think I'm just about hitting the optimum tire window. Alright, decent take of those turns. Doing okay on fuel as well. The safety car really helped us. Yeah, this is so satisfying when you take it full on. Oh. Alright, lap 21.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, we should be able to see out the rest of the Grand Prix. Wow, Giovinazzi and myself are in a league of our own.
The teammate behind is 10.5 seconds.
Absolutely insane how quickly Giovinazzi and I myself can get our cars around the circuit. There we go. Come on. My medium should see out the rest of the Grand Prix. We are nearing the end of the life of these mediums. Giovinazzi's hard should still be in optimum range. Oh, I'm overheating as well. Yep, front right, as expected, overheating. I need to calm that guy down. Alright. It's so satisfying if you hit every apex, every turn well. There, we should get some tenths here. Yep, a little bit. And I should get tenths at the first turn. Yeah, Giovinazzi and myself, we're in a league of our own. Oh, Jack Aitken is out. Does that trigger anything? No, it does not. Nice. We can continue. Oh, he is catching. He's starting to dump his fuel and energy, I think. I think he's also starting to find more grip.
Yellow flag.
Understood, Jeff.
Come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Alright, it all comes down to this final lap. Oh my dear lord. This was a tight Grand Prix, man. Giovinazzi's gonna drop that delta to like 1 second.
Final lap.
Come on, come on, come on.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Stay with me. I'm losing my rear end, man. Oh dear. I'm losing rear end. Yep, tires are gone. Tires are gone. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 1.8. Come on. No mistakes, too. Oh. I got slippery tires. Dump the battery. Oh my god, 1.5 seconds behind me. Oh, don't get DRS. Don't get DRS. Don't get DRS. Oh, thank god. It's not over until the fat lady sings, though. Final turn, there's a DRS zone. Have to make sure he doesn't get it. Yes. Yes. Bye, bye, bye. That's what I'm talking about. Victory in Jeddah. What a Grand Prix.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Double podium in Jeddah, P3 for Pierre Gasly, but yes, Antonio Giovinazzi and myself, we were a league on our own. We were leagues away from everyone else, but yeah, that was a great Grand Prix. Kept it clinical for the most part during the whole race, maintained a good gap, and finished in P1. What a race. Oh, what a Grand Prix. Bit of controversy in here, FIA. Not sure what happened with the crash that caused the safety car, but we'll see. I have to see the replay. I don't know what happened. Myself on the top step of the podium, Giovinazzi and Gasly round out the top three on the podium. Perez, Sainz, Stroll, Tsunoda, Schwartzman, Schumacher, Ocon round out the points finishers. Raikkonen, Norris, Latifi, Eilert, Lundgaard, Zhou, Mazepin, Aitken. Oh wait, Mazepin round out the finishers with Aitken, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, and Leclerc not finishing the race today. Leclerc had an early bath today because I think it was on the opening lap where everything went crazy, and then Hamilton, Russell, and Verstappen I think crashed out in that crash that I was involved in some degree. I don't know. Aitken had an engine failure, I believe. 1:25.8 is the fastest lap from Verstappen. Quite impressive. Let's take a look at the standings then. Not much to worry about here, but Pierre Gasly is closing in on Giovinazzi. 30-point difference between the two drivers. Max Verstappen is still on 256, and he is solidly in P2 then. Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris fighting it out, just like in real life, before the end of the season, of course. Lance Stroll, Guan Yu Zhou, and Ocon are also deep in a fight as we enter the final round in Abu Dhabi. Construction standings wise, Mercedes overtake AlphaTauri, 9-point gap between the two teams, so it's still all to fight for P3. Of course, we secured the title with Red Bull very much in P2. Anyone else really fighting? Alpine and Ferrari could still switch positions as well. McLaren could also switch with Alpine, but that's a bit of a stretch, I think. But then otherwise, it'll be an 8, 9, 10, 11 fight as well, I think. More like a 9, 10, 11 for Williams, but Haas does have a chance, but I highly doubt they're going to score maximum points in a race weekend, but you never know what will happen. Oh goodness me, that was one heck of a Grand Prix that I really enjoyed. The track is very nice, but I think the car is a little too powerful. A fully maxed out vehicle seems a little too OP around the circuit. The pace is a little too much. For the two cases that happened, so the first one was Lance Stroll colliding with me. I had the right of way to that corner. He should have backed off sooner because I think the rulebook, the FIA rulebook, says that the axles of the two cars need to be overlapping in order for the inside car to have right of way to that corner. But Stroll was nowhere near. His wing was where my rear tires were, so he should have paused. He should have braked a lot sooner than he did before causing that crash. And then for the second crash, I think it is my fault technically because George Russell was right next to me, but I didn't see him. I didn't see the arrow that really showed proximity of the cars, and I kind of turned in on him. I thought he was behind me, but yeah, he was right almost next to me. Not very much side by side, but the axle rule kind of fit. So yeah, that was a bit of a shame that I caused that kind of crash. You can see it right here as well, right there. His front axle is kind of overlapping with my car, so I think he had right of way there. But the FIA didn't penalize me for that, so it is what it is, to be honest. Safety car restart really helped us out. Got a new set of tires, went on to the medium, saw out the rest of the Grand Prix on those, while Giovinazzi stayed out on the hards. Don't know why Mercedes decided to go for that strategy. I mean, the strategy seems to be a problem for Mercedes, even in real life. Like the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Mercedes should have pit and stuff like that in order to give Lewis Hamilton a chance, but it is what it is. You reap what you sow. So we did pretty well to stay out on the mediums, see out the rest of the Grand Prix on those, and we saw ourselves in P1. Giovinazzi and myself seem to be in a league of our own. Really 2-second gap between us, but then it was like a 10-second, 12-second gap to the rest of the pack behind us. So yeah, it seems very much to be a fight between the Mercedes, Giovinazzi, and myself. Anyway, the finale is next time. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix coming up next. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. A look at Jeddah on a fully maxed out vehicle in my team. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next episode goes live. Season finale coming up next time, so probably tomorrow. So please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on that episode. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video of mine. Take care until then.